Hello, Professor Bright here, and we are back in the Sunless Skies, where last episode I had a bit of a panic attack when the game started whispering at me, which was not okay. I was not okay with that. I was actually quite upset by the fact that it was whispering at me. It's not okay. It's not okay. It's fine, but it's not okay. If you get my meaning. Now, let's go ahead. And yeah, Piranesi. Yeah. Oh, that's actually a good point. I took an interest in Piranesi. Yeah, I took an interest in Piranesi once, but it espouses a change for the sake of change. It lacks direction. Huh. Interesting about this repentant devil. It's a fair point. Piranesi is a peculiar place. Not exactly the sort of place I want to stay in. Although it does seem quite lovely, I have to say, for a prison, you know. Keeping in mind that it's a prison, not the worst place in the entire high heavens. Ooh. Let me just do a little bit more exploring of Piranesi itself, just to, get a good idea of what's going on with it, huh? Also I didn't hear a sound effect from that. Is the... Okay. Do I have my sound turned way low or something? I'm sorry, let me... Audio. It's low, but not lower than usual. Maybe boost that up to... Well, you know what? I have a nice balance where I am. Let's just leave you at 35. In the end, it's all fine-ish. Sort of, kind of. Question mark. Alright, Piranesi having been... Oh, Xenos' field, ooh. Sorry, I know that name from... Well, actually from several places. Xenos Paradox and Xenos from Final Fantasy XIV, who is just the worst human being ever. Although people seem to like him for some reason, I don't quite get that. I get it, but I also don't get it, if that makes sense. Anywho, let's go see what is out here. Sweet Mercy's Gather. Sure. This seems safe. How bad is my situation? 12 hull. I definitely don't want to be fighting anything. These are the Collywobbles, where you are never alone in the dark. Well, I'm just gonna go over this way. You guys have a great time over there, okay? Okay? Okay, bye-bye. Some time ago, you had to remove a bristle-mustached corpse from the front of your engine. Now the corpse is back, it's knocking politely on the exterior hatch and asking if it can come in. Absolutely not. Strict standards must be maintained by all crew. Breathing, for one. The corpse quite understands, although could it possibly borrow a scarf? No, it cannot. Go away. The corpse stops knocking. You decide not to mention it to the crew, it would only upset them. Perhaps it's still out there, clinging to the hull. Yeah, starting to go crazy, aren't I? I should probably do something about that. I won't, but I should. And dearie me, is there still a lag or delay on this? There's gonna be a delay of 10 seconds usually, but it shouldn't be this bad. Again, need a saying, can't do anything about that. I'm just gonna go over here. Don't mind me, friend. You just stay right there, and I'll go this way, and all will be well. Oh, hey, supplies. Possibly. Probably. And scavenge. Oh, wow, you are a big son of a bitch. I cannot wait to kill one of those when I have some better weapons. Oh, what'd you find? Corpse thingy, something ghastly over that way. No ports is the important part. And also, can this not... I could have sworn there was a... I guess through that button's the only way I can... Did my mouse wheel break? Oh. Oh. That's upsetting. That is downright unneighborly. You know what? Are you a regular? Oh. Okay. Let me just go out this way. Thank you. I'm not anywhere, guys. Let me just. I was gonna consider killing that cantankerous. That ain't happening today. For the obvious reasons. Let me just check here, cause. Alright. Oops, something else wants to kill me now. Great. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name, etc. I want to kill that thing, though. It's just standard issue cantankerous. I could use more experience. Oh, wow, you burst it open real quick. It is possibly dying. Smoke hisses from fractures in its shell. There's a disastrous smell, and... Last complaint, what is it? Yes, Moreau, etc. Oop. No. Don't crash. I have precious little HP as is. Well, hull. As is. Oh, hello. Stop that. Alright. Sorry, I'm just having technical problems today. Very weird technical problems. Get over there. Yeah. Oh well. These are the ruins of Tartaron, where many roads ended. Oh dear. I hear that growling. I'm not happy about that growling, but I hear it. I'm upset. I'm displeased with this turn of events. Okay. Oh, another one of those armored cantankerous. Let's just not deal with that. You know what? We've been to a few ports. Let's go back to Pan. This way we'll have a northerly path to it, and, well, we'll, you know... Okay, you guys just stay asleep, please. I asked that you stay asleep, and you didn't. Now I'm upset. Damn it! That screwed that up. Oh, and I screwed that one up, too. Well, listen to the complaint, because of course I do. Come on. Try something stupid. There you go. Exploded on that little cathedral. Okay. That silliness having been done. I'm actually kind of really annoyed that my mouse wheel stopped working now. Oh dear. It appears that my internet is dead. This upsets me, for obvious reasons. Give me one moment here. Okay, so that's weird. One of my devices says the internet's dead, the other one doesn't. I am just going to proceed forward, assuming that this is working. I can't read chat, which upsets me. And, well. Actually, you know what? There's a way to test this. What am I talking about? Yep, it is working. I mean, the problem is I can't really read chat and do this at the same time. Although maybe if I... Let's experiment. Still learning this whole Twitch thing, so you'll have to excuse me. Let's experiment. Yeah, that's nice. Still learning this whole Twitch thing, so you'll have to excuse me. Oh god. Let's experiment. Yeah, let's not do that, though. What if we didn't do that? Okay. So, parts of this are working. Parts of this aren't, which is upsetting. But, Hey, it's all fine. Just some of my tools decided they don't want to work today. Makes me sad, makes me upset, makes me annoyed. But that's the way of things. On the bright side, this will make it easier to read chat, but on the other hand, can't monitor things. Oh, dearie me. Oh. I mean, I can't blame those who left, but oh well. Yeah, because this... I think I just need a new mouse. This one's getting on in years. Ah, rumph. Ah, well. It just means I need to be better about negotiating where things are. Guys, come on. You knew this was going to happen. None of that whining. Your guys are going to be fine. Just because they haven't eaten anything doesn't mean nothing. Worst case scenario, we just eat each other. It's fine. It is the hour of arguments, when factions of Pan gather in the forum to debate and quarrel. Listen and observe this time. The current Cyprus king presides over the debates, making rulings if an agreement can't be reached. The muddy-fingered gardeners or the heart-catchers quarrel with a cell of revolutionaries from Winters reside. Each side threatens to reveal the other's secrets, dropping heavy hints to prove how serious they are. The king makes a ruling. Neither side is happy. So, let's trade some port reports. Storytelling's forbidden in Pan. So, yes, money, and some Eleutherian mysteries. Not as much money as I was hoping for, though. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's fine, I suppose, but I was kind of hoping for more. Let's see, we're at 457. What do I have that I can get rid of real quick? Oh, right, I have all this tea. And the bronze wood. So yeah, we should be fine. Do I have a prospect? I do have that one at Port Avon. So you know what, I'm going to keep one of those in the bank. Whoop, whoop. There we go. Keep one of those in the bank. Do I have any prospects regarding tea? No. So I'm going to just sell all that nonsense. Make things easier for myself. Sell the bronzewood and all the tea. And now my situation looks even more desperate than it was, but it is fine. Yeah, we'll even give us 5 supplies. Look at that. Look at that. We're fine now, sort of. And as to the... Oh, no. Get back in there. Get back in there. Stay. As to the matter of upgrading our weapons, though. Beloved by the short-tempered and short-sighted, I don't have the veils to do that. Can't do that. Iron's at 50 plus. What exactly are my stats, by the way? Can I just have those up? Let's see here. Oof. Not good. Not good at all. Veils is at 25 for now, but... Harumph. I mean... So basically my choices are the Cotorum Bathosage Beulah. Okay. The Grimalkin. And I think that's actually it. Because I think this requires irons at 50, which I don't have, so can't really do much with that. And without my mouse wheel, none of this is working. Shoot. I had not considered, I had not thought. Oh dear. Well, let's see here. This is the Emanation, which would be similar to what I already have. So basically my choice is, do I want what I already have, but stronger? 50% stronger, in fact. And less heat. Ooh, that's actually really useful then. Or do I want something new, which has less range, more damage, well, less damage, actually. Much less damage. And less range, and I do like that range, so I think we just go with the Grimalkin. Go with something reliable, you know? Seems reasonable to me. At least until I get what I need. And, yeah, that's gonna go right there, thank you very much. It's gonna stay there. Alright. So we've upgraded our weapon. You know, Oh, right, I can't... This mouse wheel problem is actually a very serious problem now, isn't it? Oh, well, we will endure. There's an... Oh, God, am I not going to be able to read things, though? Because some of these do require... Hold up. I want to test something. Just go to King's Isle Station. Yeah, I might... Ooh, that might be real bad. Huh. Well, regardless, I can do this at the very least. Let's see here. The Blockade of New Winchester. Ooh, what did we do there? Or the Black Sheep. I'm not going to bother with that. Oh, I lost love. Feel that, but no, the Blockade of New Winchester. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, that needs to... Oh boy. Well. This is just a day of bad things all around. The Blockade of New Winchester. You fought in the greatest battle of the Winchester War when the regional governor, appointed by Her Majesty, was driven from the Reach. The independent Tackeys besieged the port. The loyalist Stovepipes hoped to hold out until reinforcements led by the Imperial Dreadnought, Her Majesty's displeasure, could arrive. Which side did you fight on? Oh, god damn it. This is a problem. This is a serious problem. I'm upset, but okay. The Stovepipes. You braved the blockade, secretly running supplies to the beleaguered troops. It was not enough to turn the tide. Well, we were part of the blockade, hunting for engines, trying to supply the defenders, and scouting for the inevitable reinforcements from London. And I like to think I'd be on the right side of history by being on the Tackeys' side. And afterwards, the bell tolls. You have foreseen your own death. It did not please you. Curious. No, the August Avenues, I believe. No. Smoky streets? A mentor, perhaps. Perhaps. Worst things happen at Z, though. What is this? The sea does not forgive. It did not forgive you. The Untersee demands a price from all who sail her. What did they demand from you? A year of your life? You were lost overboard, but the drownies bore you to their city beneath the waves to cavort in delight. After a year and a day, you woke on the mud banks of London and wept. You're home. You returned from a voyage. Damn it. Damn it. Why are you doing this? Like... Damn it. You returned from a voyage to find your home occupied by strangers. You knew their names and their faces, but the place they once held in your heart has been filled by the sea. Wow, both these are kind of sad. What else do I have, though? You know what? The Black Sheep looks like probably the most useful of these, because more irons is what I need at the moment. The Black Sheep. You never fitted in. You are a piece from another puzzle. You came to revel in your family's disappointment. Their disapproval was a trophy, their condemnation a commendation. Why did they resent you? For your success, that which you deemed a virtue, they deemed a vice. What you adored, they despised. The things they revered, you mocked. You were a stranger to the people who knew you best. What a disappointment you were, and how often and lengthily they informed you of it. But the things that mattered to them were unimportant to you. You would find your own path. And... oh boy. I'm pretty sure this is an equipment failure on my part, but this is not... There are some problems here. Oh well. But yes, I mean, this one's the more likely of the two, but, I mean... This is a fiction, a fantasy. Let's go with that. Oh. Sorry. Did forget one minor detail. Maybe want to have my hull back. Now, let's see here. No. Where is it? There you are. You know, if this actually capped your hull at 50%, maybe it'd be worthwhile. Meanwhile, it's just a bunch of extra clicks to do the same thing. So, there we are. Alright. Ooh. The new gun has a new effect, it looks like. Or I just never paid attention to it before. One or the other. And, I'm thinking we go to this northeastern quadrant today. I think that sounds reasonable. Nope, nope, no, no. Cruise control. There we go. Let us be smart, or at least somewhat intelligent. Also want to make sure, see if I can fix some problems on my end. If I can, so much the better. Okay, let's go away. Or you could not. You wake suddenly. Your candles are burned low and your eyes are still heavy with sleep. You are alone in your cabin. The winds of the wilderness howl outside. You can feel the motion of the engine below you. Well, dearie me. Investigate a noise from the galley, I suppose. You can hear voices and the scent of bacon is mouth-watering. You creep through the dark carriages of your engine, following the smell of sizzling meat. The galley door is open and the light washes out from inside. Peering in, you spy half a dozen of your crew setting up a midnight feast, replete with blankets, wine, and costumes. They raise their mugs to toast to Lord Langley. A signaler spies you as he lowers your glass. Da-da-da-da. Captain's here. Join the midnight feast. It'll be good for your morale, if not for your waistline. Shocked faces turn to delight. A space is made for you on the blanket and wine poured into a much battered mug. A toast is made in your honor. You only leave the galley after many hours, having had your fill of food and conversation. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, that was a bad idea. Okay. Whew. Oh dear. Oh dear me. Well, that's going to be happening for a while, unless it's much weaker than I think it is. Okay, you, okay, nope, not going to bother, not going to try. Not even going to make the attempt. Oh good, this is happening again. This little music. Oh dearie me, oh dearie me, oh dearie me. I do not like the music because it's terrifying. Oop. Sorry. Okay. Nope. Okay. Okay. Send out the bat. Or the Cyclopean Owl now. I'm going to keep referring to it as the bat, simply because, you know, that's how it was. Has been for a while. Ooh. What do we got this way? And I see that little tangle of destroyed cathedral. What the devil? Shards of amber hang in the nearby sky. Excuse me? What did I just gain? Chunk of blue amber. The house of rod and chain. Oh. I think we have rubbery men up here. Oh, I love those little guys. Those little monsters. Oh shit, you're a thing I need to kill. Okay, maybe I should... Yeah, let's turn out the lights real quick. Huh. I'm just gonna keep shooting you for a little bit until you die, and so I no longer have to deal with you. Cool. Anyway, several globs of Griever remain. They continue to spew livid ichor. I do need the pronunciation on that at some point. But yes, they continue to spew livid. I can speak English, guys, really, honestly. They continue to spew livid ichor into the sky. Even in its last moments, it spasms violently where the light touches it. But why, though? Ooh. I'm sorry, I'm seeing decipher the sigils in its bone, and... Let's see what we got. Oh, A crewman assists you. Unfortunately, his lamp provokes frenzied palpitations in the Griever's remains, causing an organ to rupture and spray him with ichor. The substance inflicts a fatal episode of grief upon him. Contaminated by the Griever's anguish, too vast for a mortal to contain or understand, he raves about such parts of it as he can grasp. The Grievers mourn a light that died, one that they served. Is that why they respond so violently to light? They wake, thinking it might be the light they worshipped, and then are reminded of their loss. Okay, servants of one of the suns. Curious. Ah, and this one's a success. It's the bones that catch your attention, specifically their marrow. A sigil is imprinted in it. Splitting a bone, you extract and slice the marrow. Every inch you find a different sigil. Something's been written with the Griever's bones. And I have 5 visions, couldn't I? I think it said that I could trade those for experience, but it didn't let me. The Wavering. Okay. I mean, I'll take this, obviously. Because why wouldn't I? So, you know, if you were going to restrict my ability to do things, like, as in my ability to assay things or butcher things, couldn't those have been mining, though? Because, as far as I can tell, I've had no use for the mining tool, which is upsetting for the obvious reasons. I don't know. Anyway, we have that, but what's this? Also, what's setting all those fires, by the way? Just as an aside, what's that about? Okay, so I see that. What's that about? Am I just horrified? Oh, right, I have my lights out. Oh, right. Lights. They might want those for some reason. Ooh, look at you. You look more corally than jungle-y. Curious. Curious, curious, curious. Oh, something sees me. Something is in the dark places. Nope, not that button. That button, yes. Oh, wait. Could the problem with my mouse wheel have to do with me having a controller plugged in? Because that occasionally causes problems with controls, I know. Especially on indie games. Curious. Okay. It's something I'll experiment with later. Never mind, we're going away. We're not dealing with that shit today. That ain't my problem. I don't gotta deal with that. I mean, I do, because it's there, but also... is there anything else? Look, there's something on the edge. Of course, I need to see what's on the borders of this territory, because... of course I do. I mean, I couldn't not do that. That would be just unthinkable. Just, unreasonable. Yes. Oh, dear. Okay. Okay. This is fine. This is all fine. Oh boy. Alright, it's fine. What have we found? I also might as well waste a bit more of my supplies. What do we got? We got 6 hull. Cool. Sky is vast and the winds bite. Good to know. Once the winding roads of Eleutheria crisscross this region like a lattice. Interesting idea. Has this all been... Because there was mention of 2 suns. This was like a binary star system for our purposes. Siblings parting. Oh, you look peculiar. I see great shards of something. Let's have the sun turn to night. The halved, the sun turned to night. Whoa. Oh, dearie me. That thing's horrifying. Anyhow. Real quick, though, the Well of Wonders. Huh. Curious. So very curious. Also, what about that? But, What happened to you, dear son? This is the Inklings, Captain, an engineer says, where bad ideas come from. Delightful. Well, aren't we just in the most nightmarish place possible? See, I was expecting more of this in Eleutheria when I initially heard about it. Didn't expect as much green vegetation as we've seen, but ooh. The House of Rods and Chains, a ruined palace atop a rotting messenger, now home to uninvited guests of a rubbery persuasion. A rotting messenger such as the holy shit, look at this thing. Whoa. It's a giant crab-like thing. And the interesting thing about messengers, so back in Fallen London, one of the big players is the bazaar. And the bazaar is a messenger. And this is the House of Rods and Chains. Wow, okay. Yeah, these messengers they are just, look at them. This is a giant bug crab thing. Scorpion! Oh, good. He's got a little scorpion, or scorpiopede, legs and claws and... Oh, let's just do a lap around this place. Because, damn. Just damn. I mean, look at it. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. Anyway, sorry, I'm a little bit shaken. I see that and I'm like, earwigs, and I don't like earwigs. It's very unpleasant. Stuff like this is also why I don't like lobster, because once you realize that lobsters are related to spiders, it's you're basically just eating a giant spider, and it's pretty awful. Anyway, I'm going to just dock here and ignore all the details about this. Ooh, the bazaar, though. Meals fit for rubbery men. Distressing shapes bob to the surface of the rubbery chef's cauldron. He scoops one out for you to taste, and it wriggles delicate antennae at you. Well, it's certainly fresh. The rubbery man indicates that it will happily serve them dead or alive. He even has cages ready. Let's buy 2 of those, because usually these are a good deal, but also I don't know where I can sell those, so... What about the rubbery souk? One rubbery merchant is willing to accept sovereigns instead of amber. Unfortunately, the only things they sell in exchange are writhing, exuding horrors. They do at least supply cages, that's good. The Carapace, vast, desolate, broken. Once this creature flew majestically through the heavens. Now it floats in silence, a monument to a judgment's wrath. Curious. The spire of inches. 7 obsidian spires once stretched into this sky. Only this one remains. Dim light oozes through a single window at the top, occasionally flickering as someone or something passes in front of the fire. 3 chunks of golden amber is needed. I've gotten a few chunks of amber in general, but... Let's see. Knock on the door. There's no handle on this side, just the barely perceptible outline of a door with a circular symbol roughly carved into it. The obsidian surface absorbs the knock, leaving the rap of your knuckles sounding small and hollow. There is no answer. Return to the Carapace. They seem the only way into this monster's innards. There are tastes of salt and rot. Up close, the carcass of this ancient crustacean resembles a battlefield. Its carapace is pockmarked from the impacts of space detritus and cracked open from the impact of 6 spires. Doors of leather, rubber, chitin, scale, fur, flesh, and feather lead inside, each of them carved and branded with a letter of the correspondence. Explore the ruins. Most of the spires are collapsed and crumbled, and I'm curious about them. Present tribute to the spire. Explore the shell. There may be something to find in the wreckage. The surface is desolate. It is littered with obsidian blocks from the fallen spires. Here and there, a large piece of space debris has torn up part of the carapace and exposed the flesh below. Even that is desiccated now and cold as any rock. None of the damage you find looks like something that could be fatal for a creature of this size. Attempt to open the chitin door. The other doors are tightly closed or too high to reach. This one's slightly ajar. It takes every last drop of your strength, and the chitin door fights you all the way. It's as thick as armor plating and almost as heavy. Inside, 100 rubbery men carefully ignore your arrival. Refugee Londoners you recognize, the giveaway being their hats on their tentacled faces, and the yellowing copies of the Gazette under their clammy armpits. Such earnest social camouflage never helped them fit in with society back home, but it seems old habits die hard. The rubbery men have taken over this spiral-shaped atrium. They gather here to trade amber and share songs of loss and regret. Its shape gives it excellent acoustics. The songs resonate from the walls, just doubling the volume and timbre of their voices. Ooh. Could offer passage to a rubbery man. Not all of them are happy here. They mumble of the opportunities in Pan. And I'm the sort of person to bring them there. The rubbery passenger hurries to your train as if fearing you might change your mind. It travels light, newspaper, a hat, a packed lunch, squirming in a paper bag. Delightful. Compiler report, though, the rubbery men are far from home, even for the high wilderness. The rubbery men show very little interest in you as you explore. They shuffle around on their own business, polishing and cleaning and preserving the corpse of the house with equal parts elbow grease and embalming fluid. Attend the lament of the old sun. The rubbery men are gathered. They lower their heads and raise their voices. I'm curious if this will tell us about the old... because it seems to have been a binary system, although perhaps not. Words without language, pain without end. They sing of their lost home, and in waves of shared sorrow, they remember how they came to this place. They sing and remember. Silence falls, sudden and heavy. A hunched figure shuffles through the choir, and the rubbery men fall back. This is Mr. Barleycorn, or so it is called by lesser beings. Its form is indistinct beneath layers of gauze that wrap it, if not from head to toe, then at least from top to bottom. One rubbery dares approach, extending tribute, golden amber. The figure takes it between clawed appendages, tastes it, appears to approve. Mr. Barleycorn. Curious. If I recall correctly, there was a Mr. Wheat, but Barleycorn, I don't recall you. Let's visit this marketplace. The rubbery men sit around the edges of the atrium, ready to trade and offer their services. Ooh. Trade for fuel. Sample the rose-cheeked cook's wares. Commingle your choirs with the rubbery men. In old London, society condemned close interactions with the rubberies. Just need a chunk of green amber to make that happen. Curious. Very curious. Let's trade for curiosities. I'm curious, but first, of course, a polished ivory bones carve the walls of the throat into convenient alcoves. Each has been appropriated by one or more rubbery men, squatting on Hessian mats and running stalls inspired by their time in London. They trade in amber, a naturally exuded substance of their kind, making trade more ceremonial than commercial. One rubbery trader has a particularly large stall. Its wide array of goods are mostly worthless. Ooh, that's actually very interesting. The rubbery trader burbles. It's hard to tell what's offering from its stall. So, random trade good. Ensure you have up to 5 spaces in your hold, which implies that it could give you quite a bit of something valuable, possibly. Or not. This rubbery trader sits on a mat strewn with oddities, baubles, novelties, trifles, curios, gewgaws, beads, bagatelles, whatnots, and junk. If there are diamonds hiding in this particular rough, they are likely glass beads with pretensions of value. However, treasures have been found in the unlikeliest of collections. Examine the rubbery trader's stalls. The best stuff is unlikely to be on display. You have to hope so. At first glance, there's a little note. Second and third glance confirms this. While there are some trade goods from the high wilderness itself, most of the rubbery trader's collection consists of familiar London goods of little worth. A guide to breeding heptagoats, an old permit from the Echo Bazaar, counterfeit and a poor one, None of any particular interest. An old permit. Now, my question is, is the Echo Bazaar still around? I wonder. Regardless, though, leave the trader. Your legs are sore from sitting cross-legged on the hard floor. Let's trade some stories to the high wilderness, though. One of the more elderly rubbery men sits at the edge of the throat, humming an unfamiliar tune. It has amber to trade for nostalgia. Oh my. It isn't clear if it understands your words, but something in your tale speaks to something deep inside it. It gives a watery, wistful ululation? Ululation? Yes, and begins humming a song of hope. So I got a bunch of green amber, which, I'm looking, commingle your choirs with a rubber man. I'm curious. In old London, society condemned close interactions with the rubberies, but, what about here? Oh, dear. In a dark, moist alcove, you sing softly together. The harmonies are intricate and intimate. Tentacles twine fondly around your fingers. Your foreheads rest together, its skin spongy and slick against yours. You can almost feel its thoughts, flashing inches from yours. Neat. A tale of terror? Aw. Oh well, you've gained a soul flaw, fermented. Soul appears faintly bubbling in its bottle and has a disagreeably pungent odor. Well, having done this, return to the Throat of Lamentation. What if we go deeper into the house, though? Spiral stairs run down into the darkness. Ooh, we got options. The house's arteries are the size of corridors, many of them filled with stagnant sweet water and held open with arches of bone ivory. Sweetwater? The walls are primarily polished chitin that resemble mahogany, though years of rot and decay have left many gaps to glimpse the dried-out fat and muscles behind. Explore the drowning coils. The rubbery men here are less civilized than their topside brethren. They wear no hats and carry no newspapers. Eyes watch you from within the walls. Your exploration leads down through hardened sphincters that scrape your flesh. You squeeze through twisted doors designed to be opened by something else entirely unlike your hand. The rooms down here are bowl-shaped, many half-filled with water or unrecognizable fluid. Their doors are as likely to lead to ceilings or high up on the concave walls as anywhere convenient for you. Most are empty or applied high with rubbery waste. Curious. Visit the shaping vats. Rubbery men head into the labyrinth of corridors and return with rainbows of damp amber. What do we got? Ooh. I see. If I had more chunks of amber, I could add them to this vat, and what might they do, I wonder? You carefully traverse a thin, treacherous path lined with endless, deep, slime-filled cavities and basins. All around, the rubberies work at refining and reshaping amber into new forms and colors. They pause only to stare unblinking at you until you move past, more awkward than hostile. Observe the rubbery men. What's the purpose of their work, exactly? The exact relationship between rubbery men and their amber remains their own business. In London, amber is all much the same. Here they experiment, combining it with other materials to transmute it. A few flute excitedly as golden amber pours from the vats. It is the rarest and most beloved flavor. Sometimes amber emerges treacle thick and black as tar. The effort and resources that went into it is wasted. Curious. The effects of different substances will be the same for each captain. They might not be the same for future captains in your lineage. Okay. Curious. Deeper still. The path is treacherous, the floor is slick, the air hangs with resentment that becomes less civil and more feral as the light fades away. Ooh. I could have crew hunt for amber here. Curious. The alkali-infused darkness burns your eyes. Down here, the rubbery men commingle in quivering colonies and leach from weeds that sprout from pools of viscous white ammonia. The only light comes from a smoldering apocyan pyres, each attended by a rubbery chorus howling an endless lament. This seems delightful. Explore the vast cavern. The feral rubberies stare at you from their nests. The air down here is slowly melting the house's innards, collapsing lost rooms and corridors into one rank, endless cavity lined with calcified abscesses. The foul liquid regularly rises to your knees, an itchy rash develops where it touches. Occasionally, your feet kick against chips of amber in the mire. There must be larger pieces here, but hunting for them is not a one-person job. Not one for a captain, at least. Fair enough. So I need a ton of supplies, but I could get a lot of amber out of that, which I could then do something with? Question mark? Let's just return to the broken carapace and get going at the moment. Although, present tribute to this spire, golden amber, 3 of them. Okay. Alright. I think this is where Mr. Barleycorn must live. Like he has to live in that spire, right? Makes a certain amount of sense. Although, what's the relationship between the Masters and the Judgments, I wonder? My understanding is, back in Fallen London, and to a lesser extent Sunless Sea, they were essentially lawyers for a messenger trying to get approval for, well, a relationship that is inappropriate for, Judgments and messengers. Can't have romance between the two. It's uncivilized. Which technically, Fallen London was a giant love story. If you want to be technical about things. Oh, dear. But no. I mean, on the other hand, I could just go in and see what happens. Yep, looked into the dark, lived to tell it, got a tale of terror. That's useful, I guess. I don't like the way that makes my light flicker. That's one of the more worrying things to have happened. Alright, anyway. So having seen that nightmare, let's go ahead and... Ooh. Oh, I think you've just found this. Yeah, that's all you found, just something for me to essay. So they can't essay because game won't let me. I don't like these restrictions at all. For the record. Yeah, Guys, you knew this was coming. Come on. Now that nonsense about, oh no, we're starving. Poor dears. Alright, let's go to band, though. Ooh, did I not take that rubbery man on board? I did do that, right? Passenger... Did that. Did that. Did that. Did that. Did not do that yet. A rubbery man or a rubbery woman? A rubbery person. Ooh, there's some ominous music. What you got for me now, huh? What do you have for me to play with? Also, I want to just make one quick... Oop. Okay, didn't mean to do that exactly, but... meant to do this to move things around. So I can look at things more easily. Except it doesn't really help, so... never mind. You know what? You're gonna go up there. Okay, there we go. Making adjustments on the fly. I say. Oop. Let's throw out the bat one more time. You say you discovered something, huh? Well, let's see what it is. Whoa, 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 what the fuck, what the fuck? The archipelago of silent ruins, whoa, okay. Oh, and it's eating my supplies, well, that's delightful. Let me get in there, though, because I kind of want to get in there. Come on. Come on, you old engine, come on, go, move, just that, there we go. One of your crew dons their thermal sky suit and steps out into the cold. After a few minutes, they return, clutching an object that looks uncomfortably like a large wasp nest. Reckon it's a curator's egg, they say, carefully handing it to you. Looks delicate, but has a heft to it, as if something dense is nestled beneath all the papery outer layers. This seems like a terrible choice. Let's do it. Take the egg on board. Someone in a busy port is sure to want to buy it. One of your people swaddles the egg in a grease-stained blanket and wedges it into your hold. Sitting among crates and barrels, it looks more fragile than it did once before. Alright, and we're just getting pushed down this way. I mean, we might as well go with it, right? Let's go... yeah, just across there. I mean, work alongside the crew, I guess. I'm not especially concerned about this. I should be, though, because I'm about to go crazy, but... well, you do not have enough supplies for that. No, I don't. I sure as heck do not. I suspect there's a port around here, but I can't... one, I can't see it, and two, can't really control my craft at the moment. This is upsetting. The cold is sharp again today. Engineers have already had to fix 2 burst pipes. Your thoughts turn to the bristle-moustached corpse who has been clinging to the hull of your ship. He must be cold out there and hungry. The dead are always hungry, aren't they? Do not invite him in. The timing is inconvenient. You have many pressing tasks. The matter of McFadzean's reprimand, amending the captain's log, and the brasses need a damn good polish. Gained some terror, but, well, it's unsurprising at the moment. Starvation. Turn a blind eye. Fewer mouths to feed, fewer but stronger backs. Yeah, actually, that's a fair point. Punish the ones who look better fed, even if they're just skin and bones now. The birch will sting like oil of vitriol. Yep, that's upsetting. Basically, they're bullying other crew member into giving them food. And, well, we can't have that now, can we? Excuse me, what? Oh, I am vastly off course. But I could get to Achilles, get some supplies there, and go from there. Plus, I'll have a port report from them, so, you know, that'll be nice. Alright. Let's do that. I'm glad we found what we found, but also... yeah, pity about that. But I'm a very pragmatic person, you know, so... let's just have a little bit of food, yes? Only 4 crew members left, too. That's a little bit dicey. And I can't buy crew members here. I really should be preserving them more, just so I can stay in Eleutheria longer, but... well, choices have been made. Decisions have been made. And there are consequences to those. Let's see here. Ooh, itch. A bit itchy scrap. Okay. Sorry, I felt like something was crawling on me and I'm a little bit nervous. Let's just leave it at that after seeing that giant scorpion earwig looking thing. Okay. Let's just dock right here, where it's nice and safe. Oh, dear. Well, the distant bellow of Hojo Toho tells you that there is another battle taking place at the monastery gates. It would be easy enough to ignore it, but both sides would likely be grateful for your assistance. Help Sigrid's ringbreaker urchins. She's fighting a losing battle preserving the monastery. A successful rout. Hojo Toho. Hojo Toho. Is there is there meaning behind this? I don't... Hojo Toho. Like, the only thing I can think of is, like, I know Toho and Hojo are Japanese names, question mark? Like, I'm pretty sure there's a company called Toho, but, I don't know. I'm not educated enough to know if there's any significance to this. Anyway, your crew descends on the melee, wielding what weapons you have to hand, and a few heavier tools from the engineer's private collection. The ring breakers take a moment to regroup before their Valkyrie, Sigrid, leads a fresh charge that leaves the attackers battered, bruised, and not a little humiliated at being defeated by children in homemade armor. Their situation improves little as Sigrid orders them stripped of their weapons and march through town in their unmentionables to join their fellow reprobates in the ring breakers' makeshift brig. Ooh. What is this? Uncanny specimens, you say? Neat. I don't know where those came from. I feel like that was a mistake of an invent, but okay. Yes, Achilles. Compile our portal report, please. Yes, thank you. Visit the Vigilant Nightingale. Friend, delivered with an encouraging smile. Good, good. Enter, friend. Let's train with them. Sounds like success. It's Hojo Toho, first of all. You wield your broom proudly, fending off attackers with ease and returning them as stern but educational bops to the ringbreakers' heads. By the end, they reluctantly agree that for a grown-up, you're not entirely rubbish, maybe a bit lucky. A certain silence falls. They seem to be expecting something. Bellow Hojo Toho, a triumphant battle cry. Hojo Toho, they chorus in response. You sense that you've earned no small amount of respect here. Have I, though? Ask about the War of Midnight. Midnight's favor? No, nothing, I guess. What about this brig? Anything there? No? Cool. Walk down to the monastery. The path is narrow and poorly lit. Not many venture this way. Oh, right. Forgot I had 4 of those. Petrified veins run down the side of this ancient structure. 2 giant featureless doors block the crumbling entrance, far too large for any human to open. The metal is unfamiliar but resilient. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said of the monastery itself. The ages have not been kind. They say the monastery opens only for those undergoing great torment. Rumors are less clear on exactly how they know this. The doors do not open. However, from above, a vine languorously extends downwards to where you wait. Its leaves peel away, forming a cup filled with slightly brown, bitter-tasting cold water. One sip and the world begins to spin, darken, fall. You awaken on a soft patch of leaves and fungus, staring up at the high monastery walls from inside. There is no roof, just a gaping hole from which you can just glimpse Eleutheria's black sun, carving its increasingly familiar hole in the heavens. Your head throbs, not the pain of a headache, but something deeper, the sense of something digging for something, regrets, mistakes, thorned vines twisting deep into your darkest memories. Pull yourself up. There's only one exit from here. The walls are too slick to climb. Where midnight holds Elise. The call comes from deeper in the monastery. Knee-high ruins mark the echoes of buildings that have long since given way to time. Vines stretch everywhere, pushing through masonry and lying strewn across the makeshift paths. A handful of silent monks wearing animal masks tend to glistening fields of fresh tea. Some water, some pick. All ignore you as you stumble around them, under siege from old regret. Little remains of this place but its high walls and the outline of ancient chambers in lingering glass and stone. Gaps in crystal lenses in the wall help focus the limited light in a way that suggests a glorified greenhouse, with the ground thick with strata of dead floor, packed as hard as concrete. Masked monks in hempen robes move unhurriedly about, tending of fields of tea in the ruins. Attempt to talk to one of the monks. Each group tending a field wears a different mask. A fox, a rabbit, a wolf. They hum in unison, an atonal melody that still echoes somewhere in your aching head. The monks ignore your presence. They water the tea, they pick the tea. They place the tea in baskets for other monks to collect and convey to the port. Leave them to their work. They seem content enough. Seems like a bad idea to just try to rip one of those masks off. Sample the tea, though. Few get to taste it. Even fewer get to taste it this fresh. Each field's workers bear their own masks, and the tea each group grows has its own distinct color. They do not object to you picking a couple of leaves for yourself. Sample the wolf tea. Its leaves are the darkest, glittering softly. You place the tea leaf on your tongue. Fire, cold fire. The predator, the stalker, the final drink at the end of a long night. The click of the lock. The control of stick and rope. The rush, the cold that follows. A hatred turned inwards, and escape into midnight, where sins are absolved. The wolf muzzled, never to hunt again. The wolf lashed in the darkness, growling and awaiting its chance to break free. I'm curious. Sample the fox tea, red leaves browning as they grow. You place the tea leaf on your tongue, the taste of ash, of words unsaid, the cold corpse in the bed beyond recrimination or apology, the guilt of the abuser's silent partner, their crime being the chance to look away, again and again until ignorance was no longer a blanket. Every last word said in anger, and every naive conceit that regret owes anyone a second chance. The whisper of what could have been, curled up in the darkness of midnight and drowned by the depths. Well, that's horrifying. Sample the rabbit tea. A dark green leaf, edged with purple. You place the tea leaf on your tongue, bitterness, a twisted heart, a train pulling away from station for want of the right word at the wrong time. The ashes of the flame that burned away everything that mattered. A true love's kiss scene shared with another. The fear that paralyzes, the fear that welcomes the darkness of midnight, where disappointment has no lease. I'm curious, but perhaps not. I mean, this is a chance to do something we never would do normally, so attempt to remove one of the masks. Perhaps that will snap them out of it, for better or worse. The monk barely reacts as you lift up the mask. Underneath there is simply a human face, calm, at peace. No vines flowing from empty eye sockets, no hideous welted skin that must be hidden from the world. The monk regards you with a placid look and lowers the mask, resuming his humming and his work. Fair enough. Continue through the monastery. The vines stretch onward into a bellower. It's one of the few recognizable structures remaining. All the vines seem to converge here. You enter the darkness inside and climb up the crumbling, rickety steps. Bits of rock and loose pebbles rattle down the stairs behind you, and you are forced to press against the masonry to avoid losing your step. When you reach the top, even the low light of the bell tower is suddenly blinding, the writhing light of the sun obscured by an immense black-leaved plant. Its black and purple leaves drink in the light, its green vines pulse, spreading throughout the monastery. The floor is ankle-deep in a mulch of fallen leaves, winging with the odd, radiant flower. Your head pounds, your memory paging through pain and regret faster than a demented zoetrope. The midnight plant rustles, its flowers puckering for a moment. It extends a vine, thorned, bloodied. Take the vine, it flexes in front of you. The thorn digs into your flesh, the vine wraps around your arm, your vision fades. Darkness, silence, a heartbeat, yours. The hour of deepest regrets, the midnight plant wraps its vines around you, its sharp thorns working deeper into your sleeping flesh. They lick at your mind, taste your memory, savor your pain. On distant vines, old griefs birth fresh flowers. Think of the monks below. Are they trapped here? Why would midnight do that? They are free. They may leave if they wish. They simply choose a life without suffering or remorse. As a chef puts a part of himself into every meal, so do they imbue the leaves they tend with their deepest regret. Midnight fills the void with its song. Think about midnight's favor. Why would a plant sell its leaves like this? Midnight knows it intimately. They have been adversaries, comrades, master and apprentice. It is not clear which one is which, just that it flourishes in the plant's purple leaves, not the pain of torment, the empathy of pain. Distilled, shared, offering the liberation only the night can grow. Favor for those who might grow from it. Midnight's song to those who remain trapped in a cage of their own making. Interesting. Think on the word liberation. Something is concealed behind that word. A crusade for others to proselytize. Would it not be unethical for midnight to watch a man burn when it might so easily extinguish the flames? And what are the judgments, if not damned to burn brighter and longer than any in the carrying out of their laws? The pain of a sun is a mighty engine. Oh. Are you devouring one? Interesting. I think there's a sun inside this thing. Think about what it's offering. What brought you here in the first place, exactly? The echo of a kindred soul, perhaps. Midnight has seen much, you will see much more. There will be pain, but in the tongues of old, pain can be merely another word for alive. The vines wrapped tight around your wrist have stretched across more worlds than most can count. They have seen that there are some that the universe breaks upon its anvil, and others on whom even the stars themselves may be shattered. For those it has a different song, is one that midnight might whisper into your ear in a place far from here, once you have fully seen what you are in the dark. Think about letting go of the vine. Even in your dream, you feel its grip weaken. You're waking up. Midnight's grip tightens around your mind. So few have heard its song, so many few have tasted its favor. It was not always so small. Its vines stretch across the stars themselves. They yearn to do so again, but the universe is slow, and people are so unpredictable. Should its disciples spread its call throughout the stars once more? Curious. I am torn on this. I mean, it is a smooth-talking, emotional vampire, that's true, and it's... On the other hand, is there benefit from what it's doing for people? It's essentially taking away regrets, and oh, this is a story that really... Oof. I will say, one of the things I really want is to be able to forget a few things, specific events, things that were entirely my fault, but... On the other hand... Yes, Midnight should encourage the Bohemians to spread its tea. After all, why not? Midnight's presence fades along with the light. Your answer is still hanging in the air. For a moment you fall into nothing. Then there is a sharp pain and another one in your ribs. You open your eyes to find yourself lying outside the monastery gates, a pair of ring-breaker urchins prodding you with brooms. Told you they was alive. Owe me a chocolate ration, you do. You now have a searing enigma. You now have an extra affiliation with Boheme. Boheme, I suppose, is the proper way of saying that. So having done this... Visit the Court of Tea and Spices. The bulk of the market is devoted to brews and incense in the almost priceless Midnight's favor. Every breeze carries a different scent, and let's ask about it. Unfortunate that. Visit the Midnight Garden. Steps lead up to a wooden temple landscaped with flowers and gravel. Not just anyone's welcome. Mere money will not grease the wheels. Had I kept some... tea. Oh well. The noise of the market slowly fades as you follow the rickety wooden steps down to the marsh. Bohemians calling themselves midnight connoisseurs have built a wooden pagoda overlooking the monastery to savor the taste of the leaves that grow within. How good can it be to be worth so much trouble? I mean, we are aware. Let's see here. Browse the tea barrels, I suppose. Midnight's favor? No. Is there anything that gets me... how do they phrase it? A connoisseur of fine teas. Oh, no. No, I will not be spending that much. Thank you very much. No. Bye-bye. Oh, wait, we had other options down there. Sorry, go on. Purchase some tea in bulk. 5 otherworldly artifacts and 320 sovereigns. I think not. I think certainly not. Thank you very much. I think we're good. I mean, with our current situation, this is a bad idea, so let's not head into the marshes. Not just yet. Let's head back to Pan. Because, frankly, I desperately need to. Although, before I do that, let's go ahead and not buy any of those, because I don't have the money for it. But I have the money for some extra fuel, 2 more barrels of supplies, and there we are. That's all my money spent. And if I don't get some money from... Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a risky one. I mean, I'll get some money from Pan, but I don't know if I'll have enough to continue at Eleutheria. And I really wish that just... if my mouse wheel was working, then I'd be able to actually, look properly. But, oh well, we are where we are. Alright. Let's think. Because I kind of don't want to go back to the Reach if I don't have to. And I mean, technically speaking, I don't have to. It's just, that's the smartest thing to do at the moment. Huh. Well, we'll see what happens at Pan, and we'll go from there, right? Didn't mean to do that. Did not mean to do that. Well, that's convenient, though. Fainter's Fen, which... Ugh, God. Sorry, the bubbling there is kind of just not my thing. Done that long list of things, that is not my kind of thing. Alright, I think it's just west, right? Yeah. So we're going to sit back and enjoy the ride. Oh, dear. Dearie, dear me. Nope. Griever slumber here. And then we're turning off the lights. Although I suspect if I let my condition get any worse, I'm going to die, so... This might not be the best choice I've ever made, but, well, it's a choice I'm making. Oh? The locomotive lurches to one side. It may have been a gust of wind, a stray rock, or perhaps just a little incautious driving. The curator's egg is fragile and pinned between heavy crates. Check the hold. Nobody will pay you for a fractured egg. Oh. I'm sorry, what? As you approach the egg, the first thing that hits you is the alien odor. It isn't unpleasant, but it's so unfamiliar to your senses that it is repellent. It is a smell defined by what it isn't. Not sweet, nor bitter, nor foul. It's like home and Christmas and morning. The source of the smell is a small, near-transparent flower with petals that have angles in all the wrong places. And now I have an otherworldly artifact. What? So did the curator egg become a flower? What? What was that? Also, by the way, just a side note, I'm going to go ahead and just... Yeah, put you out of your misery. I mean... Several globs of Griever remain. They continue to spew livid ichor into the sky. Dig in its throat. Might something of value have been caught in its gullet? Do you have the gumption to look? I apparently do. A crewman holds the mouth open for you. You endure the meat stink and the gelatinous saliva, and the bile bubbles for as long as you can, digging gem shards and glittering relic fragments from the flesh. Well, that was horrifying. Anyway, we're just gonna mosey on down over this way. Gonna hope that this terror recedes very soon. I mean, come on. It's fine. We're fine here. What are you? Oh shit, you're hostile apparently. Also, you managed to lag out my entire game. Good job, buddy. Don't know why you're so hostile about, but... Oh, so I ain't gonna deal with it. 'Cause I'm in Pan now, so I don't have to. Alright. Pan it is. Oh, come on. You could have just gone a little bit further. There we go. And in is the hour of Trumpets, when devils roam the streets. Prisons are forbidden in Pan. Instead, those who aggrieve other citizens too persistently are branded with the calf sign. Then, during the hour of Trumpets, the Brazen Brigade hunt. Their quarry is supposedly only those who bearing the calf sign, but when the devil's blood is up, they don't always discriminate. spy in the hunt. Few have witnessed an infernal hunt. Few would want to. Perhaps that's what makes you special. I mean, it's an option. Lost a heart. Ooh. That's really a rough loss, actually. Devils do not hunt with hounds. How do they catch your scent? Can they, as some say, smell sin? Their trumpets scream. The hooves of their silver horses hammer like drums. Every door is closed to you, every window barred. You hide behind broken walls and in shadowed groves. Always they find you. By the time you make it back to your engine, you are ragged and bleeding. That night, and for many nights after, you hear trumpets. Neat. So, porter ports. 200. Perfect. That is exactly what I needed. Well, not exactly, but good enough. And, good, I can sell caged catches here. That is good. Makes the whole thing worthwhile. Although I think that's all I can sell here. Well, let's see. We're at 650 sovereigns. I'm willing to buy more supplies, get more fuel. 5 and 8. Let's make it there. Leaves me with some money. Oh, no. Get back over there. Recruit. Oh, visit a rubbery enclave. Sloppily painted signs point down a normally quiet backstreet to where a party appears to be in full flow. A cedar grove off one of Pan's less traveled paths is home to a small and enthusiastically political community. A crudely made poster by the entrance reads, "Both alike in dignity," showing a human in a rubbery holding a torch aloft. Well, first of all, speak with the rubbery suffragist. She's surrounded by bohemians and rubberies. The live octopus on her head draws all attention. What? Okay. She moves from bohemian to rubbery with the rosy-cheeked bonhomie of inebriation. Occasionally, she passes a piece of cheese and fruit on a stick up to the octopus perched in her hair. It extends an arm to accept it, and apparently a wine glass, too. Several of its other arms are occupied with wine glasses gathered from the drinks table. Red, white, rosé. 8 limbs mean never having to choose. Congratulate the suffragist on her pet. What an unusual creature. Does it require much maintenance? No, she's an incredibly clean creature. Very obedient and house-trained. There's a pause before the suffragist speaks. Actually, I think they were talking to me, dear. Really, says the octopus. How presumptuous. Ask about her campaign. Her badge is labeled with "Both alike in dignity" slogan. The suffragist takes a sip of wine. It's terrible what the rubbery men went through in London, the poor dears. Deirdre said someone should do something, isn't that right? She pops a sausage roll in her mouth. This does not impede her speech at all. For in a slightly higher voice, she continues, "The bipedal oppressors, ravagers of the Z. First we open the door for the rubbery men, then the rest of us shall squeeze through. 8 torches raised in protest. With 8 arms we rise." The suffragist nods, apparently agreeing with herself. Of course we have a long road ahead of us, don't we? But what crusade worth fighting for was ever easy? She holds a piece of sausage roll up to the octopus in her hat. After what sounds like the deepest of sighs, it snatches it with a tentacle. Ask where she found such an interesting creature. You've never heard of one quite like it. I met her while swimming, the suffragist and octopus both say in unison. There's an awkward pause. Don't mind Deirdre, adds the suffragist. She always gets a little grumpy when her tentacles dry out. A little wine will prep her right up, you'll see. So Deirdre is the... I'm sorry, I was under the impression the suffragist was the octopus and then she was... Okay, that's going to get confusing real quickly. Return to the Enclave, though? I mean, it's nice to meet you guys, but, I got a passenger here. Deliver a rubbery men to the Enclave. The suffragette will offer them sanctuary here as long as they need. Oh my. Assorted members of the Enclave applaud over enthusiastically when they see your passenger. A bohemian presses a glass of wine on your passenger and takes them off into a corner to discuss injustice against cephalopods. It glances over its shoulder at you, perhaps wondering whether coming here was a terrible mistake. Probably was. But you're here now. Too late. Mingle with the crowd. It's rare to see humans and rubbery men together like this. The rubbery men look uncomfortable in their ill-fitting suits and clutching glasses of wine they never even try to sip, but the bohemians are doing their best to make them feel at home. The suffragist ensures none of them are left alone for too long, with the octopus on her head seemingly able to act as a basic translator. Of course, she might simply be trying to be friendly, but speaking to her does put the new arrivals at more ease. Yeah. Return to the streets. This is curious. Perfect. Perfect. Recruit crew. Search for viable candidates. I mean, my hearts are pretty damn low, but... Couldn't have done better with that 37% chance? Oh well. Alright, well, let me think. I think... that I really want to get this mouse wheel issue resolved before I do anything more with this. On the other hand, let's just go to this southwestern corner. Don't you dare. That's right, you just go over that way. Somewhere I don't have to deal with you. Yep, wrong button for that. Sorry, I'm just trying to think of how to arrange things better over here. Anyway, enough of that. Should I go to the Heartcatcher Gardens? I mean, I could, but I'm fine. I'm fine with not going that way. Colomer's Channel? Okay. Ooh. Oh, you discovered that thing. Well, I don't particularly care about that thing. Nor this Empyrean Outrider. Although I do want one, by the way. I think it's an Atlanti Outrider is the proper term, but I want that. He's just a very expensive upgrade. Very, very expensive. In fact, I probably should have something else in mind for my next locomotive. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with this one, but, well, I mean, it's the starter one. Not as good as it could be. Oh my, you're a big, big island. Damn. Oh well. Wow, you really are. Like, the Messenger isn't as big as you are. And Messenger is huge. What'd you find? Looks like you found nothing. That's the case if I could go down to that place, but no. Don't wanna. Find anything else for me? Wait, is that hooting my owl? Oh. Well. I'm just gonna turn off this light and we're just gonna go this way and not deal with your shit. Nothing this way. Nothing here. You don't see nothing, Senior Scrivener. You don't see nothing. Damn, really, you have nothing to report in all this space. Oh well. Oof, I need to detense. Oh dear. Just feeling my shoulders like stiffen up at this, because gotta tell you, this is really unsettling. They managed to make this game much more unsettling than Sunless Sea. At least with regards to music and tone. Although I don't know if I like this more than Sunless Sea. It definitely has things going for it, like the combat's 100% better. There's no arguing there. But is the story better? And the story is what you're there for. So it's like, that has to be, you know, top priority there. I don't know. It's interesting, at least. As someone who's been playing Fallen London and Sunless Sea and even the Submariner expansion, I'm interested in this, but is it interesting to someone who's never seen it before, I wonder? Is it good enough as a standalone game, I wonder? Huh. Maybe, maybe not. Not for me to say, really, now is it? What has it found? Did it find anything useful? Because it looks like it didn't find anything useful. Yep, that's a whole lot of nothing useful. Well, guess we're going this way. Oh. Now, is that the lag of loading? Also, can't help but notice this. Nope, there is something this way. Oh, it's more of that nest stuff. Yep, I can walk over this. Walk over this, yeah. Fly over it, more accurately. Oh. Clandestine smoke. You follow the scent of smoldering past the galleon up to the bridge. A fire roars in an impromptu pit. A group of your engineers are arguing about the best way to distribute the coal. Someone's roasting marshmallows. I mean, it'll be good for morale, probably. You take advantage of the smoke to sneak in and steal a marshmallow. You eavesdrop on conversations. No one says anything even remotely scandalous about you. Tut. Eventually, you reveal yourself to discover everyone had already noticed. Ale is passed, marshmallows are eaten. Only after many hours is the fire allowed to burn low. So I'm seeing that we have more events that drain your resources if you have too much of them. That's concern. Bull cantankery. I am curious, and so I must kill you. For curiosity's sake, you understand. Where are you now? Where did you go? Oh, there you are. Oh, no, I wanted to be just a little bit quicker. Ah, damn it. At least that hit you. I can't see you to know where to shoot, but... Nope. I mean, that kind of went according to plan. It's possibly dying. Smoke hisses from fractures in its shell. Oh, is this just like normal? Oh yeah, it's just like a standard issue cantankery. No reason to kill it over another one. Alright. That's disappointing. Damn it. Nope. Ooh, roses. I see signs of structure here. Huh. Well, let's go after this bit of whatever this is first. And see what we find from there. You look like a big island, but I see that there's a marker on you, which I think means this must be a port, right? Because as I understand it, everything is supposed to come up as one of those little dark symbols. Something dark, I think, is what it's actually called? No. Doesn't actually have something on the legend. But I think that's what everything's supposed to come up as in Eleutheria, just because of how it is. Everything is dark here. It's the dark region. Oh, dearie me. And what have I found here? Oh no, it's just a hermit. Well, I mean, I might as well say hi. And by say hi, I mean kidnapped him. Hey, you're gonna be a worker now. Enjoy it. Oh, this is not something I can... Okay, cool. I mean, hey, on the bright side, we've mapped more of the region. Although, how is this not a port? I see all these little structures and the fires and... I am suspicious. I am suspicious. I really need to get a new chair. No, oh well. Yeah. Or fix up this one, but realistically, I mean... It served me well, but it's starting to get all old and creaky and ugh. Ugh, I'd say. Plus, this current pose is not good for my posture, so... Yeah, I mean... Anyway. Doesn't matter. It's all fine. It's all just fine. Oh, another person I can kidnap. Yeah. Alright, we're recovering our crew very nicely. We have... I mean, we're mostly hermits now, but, I mean, it's all worked out, sort of, kind of, almost. Let's see what this is, then we'll send the... This is Caduceus, where devils keep a garden of roses. As in the... Wait. Let's go in here first, real quick. The rose giveth. Give me a thing of supplies, real quick. Yeah, thank you. Maybe 3. The bazaar? Relying on a cheap collection of souls. Until recently, decorating your parlor with bottled souls was a fad in bohemian circles. I'll take that. Thank you very much. But then the Dome of the Rose. Ooh. A temple at the top of the mountain, reached by a long pilgrim road. At the top of a mountain, reached by a long pilgrim road. Okay. Inside it, statues of devils bearing instruments march towards a throne. The smell of roses linger. A temple, garlanded with incarnadine flowers and wreathed with thorns, sits at the apex of Caduceus. Or Caduceus. I'm going to call it Caduceus. It's drowsy with the scent of roses, though you can see none. Poets, artists, and musicians lounge in groups on the marble floor. A woman, crowned in thorns, sits on a white throne. She drums her fingers on the arm. What is Caduceus, exactly? Marble statues of devils line the aisles. They have wreaths over their horns. Their lips are daubed scarlet as a sin. Their eyes are the colors of ash and sunlight. Their detail is breathtaking. Their lyres and lutes, flutes and fiddles, drums and dulcimers are so perfectly carved that, but for the material, they could be real. Frescoes depict a troupe of musicians marching towards a slender mirror. Pipers, flautists, drummers, all. Statues of serpents coil over the musicians. Thorn bushes, bereft of roses, encircle the chamber. The plants are tended by devils in crimson masks. These devils are the rose binders of Caduceus. Within the space bounded by the bushes, the Bohemians make their art, all of it on the subject of roses. That's worrying. From her throne she watches all. The Thorn Maiden ignores you, as do most of her coterie. Eventually you find a languid Bohemian willing to talk to you. He's very deep in his cups. It's your soul, you see. The rose binders are devils, yes? They have ways of knowing these things. You must have damaged your soul somehow, made it aesthetically displeasing. He struggles gamely with the word aesthetically. You should go to Carillon in the Reach. That'll put you right. Okay, that's fair. I mean, I did have to do some damage to myself in order to get in with Midnight, but... Oh well. Descend to the caverns. Beneath the temple, the mountain on which Caduceus rests is tunneled through with caves. A drum beat, slow but steady, sounds from below. Underneath the dome of... Oh, yes. Underneath the dome of Caduceus is a warren of caverns, a labyrinth of caves, walled with slabs of volcanic black glass, burrowing their way through the rock, yes? A steady drum beat thrums through the walls, echoing from somewhere deeper. Follow the rose binders. 2 rose binders, a devil and a deviless, wait in the main cavern, their eyes like coals in the dark. The deviless beckons you to follow her. Ooh. Well, you're led down darkly gleaming passages, heading deeper under the main temple of Caduceus. The devil walks at your side. He occasionally uses his thyrus to strike the ground, as if testing the depth of your descent. You emerge into a cavern lit by moonish light pouring through a crack in the roof. A broken temple stands before a pool of dark water. The deviless bids you kneel by the pool and to drink. Might as well. The water is clear, reflecting only the pale rays of light and the thorn masks of the rose binders. As you kneel, the deviless places a red cloth around your eyes. The devil touches your forehead with a thyrus as he pushes you toward the water. You feel water lapping against your chin, your mouth, your tongue. The water is bitter as over-steeped coffee, as an empty bed, as a key turning in a lock a final time. The sound of the drums is greater here. With your ear against the rock, it rises slow and dolorous as a funeral knell. The deviless pulls you from the water. The drummer refuses you. Take your cold soul to Carillon, where our brethren can better minister your sin. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, but does that mean I can't get a port report from here? Oh. Balls. Okay. That's actually kind of annoying. Alright, well. Hum. Let's see, how many ports were supposed to be added? I think it was 7, maybe 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so there's 1 to 2 more ports for me to find here. I'm going to leave that for later, though. I imagine one of them has to be somewhere in this particular patch of darkness. Although it would make sense for them to be in this one, or just... I mean, it's got to be somewhere, right? Like, I don't know. I just don't know where it would be, is the problem I'm having. Still, it's a matter for the future. Thank you for coming, and if you're on YouTube, note the like, comment, and subscribe buttons below. Use them responsibly, and I will see you all soon. And for Twitch, there's a follow button. You can follow using the button that says follow on it. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. And goodbye. Wait. Damn it. Okay, can that stop? That was entirely intentional. Shush.